Hi, and welcome to another interesting episode of the Property Show. On our Property Pick of the Week, we have handpicked perfectly suited developments in 4 different locations. The expert segment tackles the success of working with a lawyer and a valuer on your journey to home ownership.
The person selling to you is supposed to give you the completion documents, including rent and rents clearance certificates. So by the time the property is being transferred to, the previous owner should have settled the obligation in regard to rates and rent.
Usually at the stage we are doing evaluation, payment has not been done fully. So possibly you have only paid a deposit and you discover there's a problem. When we discover there's a problem at that stage, you rather now deal with stopping the process at that level and saving yourself instead of going through the whole process and paying for a property that has discrepancies.
How do you spruce up your balcony area? Catch that on the accessory spot. Our favorite home ownership segment shares experiences of climbing the property ladder.
My advice to anybody who would want to go into real estate is that ensure that you do it the right way.
That place you think is very far, is very expensive, will not be what you are thinking today.
Finally, First Avenue with other investment opportunities available in the market. We now know the drill. Our social media handles is where we get interactive. Let's get started. As always, there is something for everyone. Our Property Pick of the Week features hand-picked developments in 4 different locations suitable for first-time home buyers as well as investors. We start off with a game changer located in the fast-growing town of Ongata Rongai, King's Serenity. These units come with all essential amenities, giving families an opportunity to set the rhythm for a new living. Let's have a look.
King's Serenity offers space, warmth, and comfort you deserve when buying your first home. This affordable residential complex consists of 2-bedroom apartments with a plinth area of 1,000 square feet built-up space. The amenities include cross-ventilated apartments and a well-planned layout and compact design, spacious lounge-cum-dining area, a separate toilet with a shower. Other features include green spaces and attractive landscaping, kids' play area, solar street lighting, secured masonry boundary wall, controlled access for tight security, well-planned security checkpoints, borehole with overhead storage tank, cabra paving blocks to driveways, ample parking space for residents as well as guests, and a community hall for residents, entertainment and meetings.
Next, we explore a project located in the quiet, leafy neighborhood of the Ndegwa, off Kiambu Road. The close proximity to leading shopping malls, as well as local and international schools, is the cherry on top. Red Rose Gardens. Let's hear more.
Red Rose Gardens, a modern apartment complex located in Thidikwa along Kiambu Road, adjacent to Quick Mart Supermarket, 100 meters from the main road. The development consists of 43 three-bedroom apartments plus a DSQ with a plinth area of 154 square meters. Accommodation features include a spacious living room area with wide sliding windows that leads to the balcony area, large windows letting in natural light, separate dining area, a common cloakroom for the guests, modern kitchen with granite countertops, top and bottom cabinets for storage in the kitchen, wood floors and tile finishing making the interior aesthetics more appealing, spacious bedrooms with closets for storage. Other amenities include installed solar panels for water heating, in-house gym plus a social hall, perimeter wall with electric fencing and CCTV cameras for security, connection to the Nairobi water mains water supply, an underground 60,000 litres water reservoir tank, plus extra 1,000-litre water tanks for each unit. A total of 90 parking spots, providing 2 per unit and extra ones for guests. Power backup generator for the common areas.
Interesting project, Handpicked, ideal for first-time home buyers as well as investors, ticking all the boxes, is located in the Rirota neighborhood off Naivasha Road. An ideal project you can call home. Precious Gardens. This project offers an array of amenities including lifts, ample parking, solar water heating and a borehole, and the list continues. Let's take a look.
Located in the lush greenery neighborhood of Rirota off Naivasha Road is Precious Garden, a stylish 3-bedroomed apartment that gives the residents a beautiful view of its surrounding and its unique, well-developed block towers. Accommodation features. When you enter the house, there is a corridor that leads to the kitchen and the living room. The kitchen is well fitted with both top and bottom cabinets that are enough for storage. The doorway area is connected to the kitchen. After the kitchen, we head over to the living room, which is spacious with the provision of a dining area. The lounge has large windows that provide natural light and a balcony that can be used as a chill spot. Adjacent to the living area, there is another corridor that leads you to the bedrooms and the common cloakroom. The first and the second bedroom have a wall-to-wall fitted closet and share a common cloakroom, while the master bedroom is en suite, wall-to-wall closet and spacious balcony. Common shared amenities: 24/7 manned gate with security guards, perimeter wall with electric fence, cabro-paved driveways with street lights, backup generator for common areas, ample parking for both homeowners and guests, high-speed lifts to all floors. The blocks are well spaced from each other for good natural lighting and fresh air circulation. Each apartment comes with a solar water heating system, enough water supply and storage.
Finally, Clay City, located along Thika Superhighway, just a few minutes from the main road in a safe and secure neighborhood. Clay City comes with modern 3-bedroom master ensuite apartments with excellent features and finishes. Let's hear more.
Defined by serene living and modern haven, Clay City apartments are located off Thika Road in Kasarani. These modern apartments comprise of 80 three-bedroom units with a plinth area of 110 square meters spread across 2 blocks. Accommodation features include spacious lounge with dining area, balcony area, kitchen area fitted with granite countertops, master ensuite, common cloakroom, hot water heating system, ceramic tiled floor. Salient features include 24/7 manned gate, boundary wall with electric fence, CCTV surveillance, ample parking area, 2 high-speed lifts per block, children play area, borehole, backup generator for common areas, usable rooftop.
Remains a source of pride and a central place in our lives that is forever special and dear to our hearts. If you're looking for a home and wondering where to start, just give us a call and we'll be glad to hold your hand every step of the way. Next, our expert segment with a conversation on the success of working with professionals in the process of property acquisition. Next, our expert segment conversation today will tackle the success of working with a lawyer and a valuer when buying property. Karibuni sana on the show.
Thank you so much, Nancy.
Take us through the legal process when buying a property.
The first step as an interested buyer for the purchase of any property which is in land form should be by way of obtaining the document of the title of the person selling the property to you. That's what we call a copy of the title deed. You then proceed to the next step of doing a search to confirm that the person saying is the owner is indeed the owner. Then you'd be expected to engage a lawyer for purposes of preparing the agreement for sale so that it spells out the terms between you, the buyer, and the seller. That will protect you from any eventuality in the event something happened before the completion of the transaction, because life happens and something could happen that could interfere with the completion of the process.
Supposing I've already signed the document, I've already got the sale agreement, and then by that time I'm seeing like there are challenges with the developer. When I bring to you, what is my recourse?
That is informed by what is in the agreement you signed with the developer for the purchase of the house. That is why it would be important before you sign that agreement with the developer, go consult your lawyer so that he checks to ensure that your interests are protected in that agreement, because the recourse in the event of a dispute between you and the developer or a challenge in completion of the development by the developer, then there is recourse in the agreement because it's supposed to be self-contained. There could even be a provision for a further agreement in the event that the dispute is not settled.
Bwana Edgar, as a valuer, why is it important for a buyer to work with you when they're buying property?
It is important when a client is buying property to involve a valuer so that we do the due diligence, we ascertain the property they are buying, and at the end of the day we advise on the value of the property, which is very critical. The price that the seller is asking for might not be the actual value of the property. It might be higher, so it's important for a client to involve a valuer.
Let's talk about the legal documentation.
Once you've gotten to a point where you've made a decision that you're indeed buying that house, you've signed the agreement for sale, If you need financing, like APSA, we act for APSA, which does financing for purposes of purchase of homes or houses, whatever kind of property, then the bank financing will instruct a lawyer for purposes of transferring the property to you. When the property is being transferred, you shall get from the seller the original title, you'll get signed transfers, you need to get passport size photographs of the seller, you need a spousal consent, a consent to transfer the property. Once those documents are released from the seller to the lawyers for the buyer, that's when the lawyer for the buyer now registers the transfer in your favor as the purchaser. When the transaction is done and your lawyer has completed the registration process, he should be able to give you the original title in your name, the original counterpart of the transfer, the original payment of stamp duty slip to ensure that the money you paid for stamp duty was actually paid to the government, so that the government in future does not say you underpaid stamp duty, for purposes of ensuring that you are protected in that regard.
I think that's very interesting, because a lot of people don't know that your lawyer is the one who will do the entire process, including stamp duty.
Yes, your lawyer is supposed to do the entire process, from assessment for stamp duty payment, from actual evaluation, because other than the bank's valuer who will do the valuation for purposes of financing, the government will do a valuation for purposes of ascertaining the value for stamp duty purposes. So the lawyer will undertake the valuation with the government valuer. Upon assessment, pay the duty. Once duty is paid, that's when we book the documents for registration. That is now the transfer document for registration, where we now get the final title in your favor.
Whose responsibility on the land rates?
When it is a sale, the person selling to you is supposed to give you the completion documents, including rate and rents clearance certificates. So by the time the property is being transferred to, the previous owner should have settled the obligation in regard to rates and rents.
Bwana Edgar, take us through the process of valuation.
When you are buying property through a bank like APSA, the APSA will give us instructions. When they give us instructions, the process will involve getting the cadastral documents, that's survey maps and searches from land offices. The next step after we have gotten the cadastral documents is to go for inspection of the properties on the ground. The inspection involves ascertaining that this property you are buying is actually on the ground. We confirm the boundaries, we confirm the sizes of the properties on the ground. Thereafter, we'll take the rest of the details, if the property is developed or not developed, for purposes of ascertaining the value at the end of the day. It is important to go through the process. It saves a lot. It saves a lot because sometimes people have bought properties and the site they are given, usually shown, is not the actual site they have bought. It's not where the title reads. What can tell you that what you are buying is a particular property on the ground is a survey map, and that we assist customers to know that this is the property they are buying.
And supposing I have already bought the property or I've paid a deposit, and upon engaging you, you find there is discrepancy, what recourse do I have? If
there are discrepancies after we go for inspection, then it is correctable. If the discrepancies are of a nature that can be corrected, for example, if the person who is selling to you the property is selling several properties and the site they had shown you was the wrong one, they correct it and give you the right site where you have signed the document, or they change the title to the property that they are selling to you. Usually at the stage we are doing evaluation, payment has not been done fully. So possibly you have only paid a deposit and you discover there's a problem. When we discover there's a problem at that stage, you rather now deal with stopping the process at that level and saving yourself instead of going through the whole process and paying for a property that has discrepancies.
At what point do I engage you?
The stage we mostly engaged, for example, by banks, is at the stage where the customer has already identified a property somewhere, signed letters of approached the bank for financing, it has been approved, then we are approached. But APSA, what it has done in the past, they have also engaged us prior to all those other steps. For example, to advise a client on the pricing of the property, the value of the property, before they even sign the letter of offer. So we have previously advised this is a pre-valuation. We go there, we advise before now the client really decides that he settles on this, and also checking the construction, if the property is solid or is not, so that by the time you are committing in the letter of offer, you are sure what you are getting is the right one.
So during that inspection time, do you check whether electricity is Kenya Power? Because we've seen some discrepancies there, whether there is enough water. Do you check for the client all those things?
Indeed, we check all those things. We check, first of all, the construction itself, the construction materials. How is it constructed? Are they the suitable materials? The services that are provided. What is lacking, we indicate that to the client. So if the client is satisfied with what the property is and what services are offered, then they go ahead.
It's a fact, buying property has many boxes to pick, and it always makes a difference if you work with professionals with a strong industry understanding. Here at the Property Show, we work with professionals across the real estate value chain, including financial institutions, lawyers, valuers, architects, quantity surveyors, all the way to service providers, and would be happy to connect you. It's that time for a short break. Coming up, tips on how to spruce up your balcony area on the accessory spot. Our favorite home ownership segment with tips on how to navigate the home ownership journey.
House that I finally fell in love with after seeing 26 something houses, and then it goes off the table, and then somebody else comes and says there's one available in the same court. So I came and I saw the house, I loved it.
This is it.
This was it.
The Property Gallery with other investment opportunities available at First Avenue. Don't go away, we'll be right back after the break. We are back. You're watching The Property Show. Up next, the accessory spot with interior design ideas on sprucing the balcony area.
First, treat your balcony like a living room. Introduce your living room design formula in the balcony to ensure it's a place you'll actually want to spend time on. Armchairs, a comfy couch, coffee table, pendant light, area rug, plus some greenery will definitely make the balcony worth your while. Use space-saving furniture. Opt for space-saving furniture, make it cozy and inviting with a throw. Add color and pattern with a runner, ensuring there is space left to place a plant in the corner. A slim bench is a good option. This will take up less space but offer coziness if you add a cushion, throw pillows and a blanket. If you have more space in the balcony, the better. You can install an eye-catching resting seat. A statement-making chair will transform your plain balcony into a modern balcony oasis. Make sure to upholster your cushions in a fun color and paint your trims in a contrasting tone. Hang drapes to make this outdoor space feel as put together as your interiors. Hang a bold pendant light. A bold metallic pendant light is a great way to jazz up your exteriors. Incorporate nature-inspired materials, burled wood, ceramics, and anything rattan. Remember to incorporate string lights to set an intimate scene on the balcony when the sun goes down. Wrap some string lights around the railing. Set up a dining area. You can use your balcony as an outdoor dining area by creating some shade and adding style with bright striped colors to add a cheerful edge. This can be a great alternative for the family's brunch on the weekend. Start a plant collection. If you don't have space for a full-blown rooftop or outdoor garden, you can transform your balcony by having a plant collection with different herbs or flowers. Create flow from inside out. To make your balcony feel like a natural extension of your living space, place a planter right inside the door. Finally, bring your space to life with blooms. Window boxes are your friends. Incorporating balcony blooms beautifies your balcony as well as an entire neighborhood.
So many times when we want to spruce up a room in our homes, our minds go blank. Here at the Property Show, our interior decorators will be happy to steer you in the right direction. Home ownership is one of the most coveted goals in life. Let's hear interesting stories from those who have made it.
My home ownership journey started over about 4 years ago, a little bit over 4 years ago, and actually I started thinking about it before I was ready to actually buy.
You started dreaming?
Yes, yes. Oh, and actually, to be honest, like you're saying, I started dreaming way more than 4 years ago. So the dream started a long time ago. I always knew I'd want to live in a home that I owned. It's funny, but I never knew I wanted to own a home. I knew that I wanted to live in a home that I owned. So that
gives you security.
Yes, it does. It absolutely does. And I think that's it for anybody who has children. It's about security, knowing that you have a place that your children can call home. So that's how my journey started off. So it was a difficult journey in terms of finding what worked for me. I looked at about 26, 27 different houses.
Wow.
When I was looking.
So what made this tick?
It's actually pretty interesting because when I initially came to see a house in this development, I didn't see this house. I saw my next door neighbor's house, and that's the house I wanted to buy, and that's the house I even made an offer on, and I actually walked in and fell completely in love with this home. There was just something about it in terms of it got me, and I got it. I think
you got each other.
Yes, we got each other.
And buying a home again, it's a gut feel.
Yes, it's a gut feel. It's
yes,
an absolute gut feel,
yes.
and I think maybe I can even tell it's a relationship because you're making a long-term commitment.
One of the biggest
Very
financially.
Big, yes, a very big commitment that you're making. So I saw the next door house, and then my offer was not what the sellers were looking for, so I lost out on it. And I remember feeling, out of all these homes I've seen, this is the one that I really thought was my home. And then I remember just a few days after that offer went off the table, getting a phone call from somebody who who knew me because through a fellow professional and telling me that, oh, I had you interested in a house in this court, there's one available. It was completely providence. I think it was absolute providence, because a house that I finally fell in love with after seeing 26 something houses, and then it goes off the table, and then somebody else comes and says there's one available in the same court. So I came and I saw the house. I loved it.
This is it.
This was it.
Wow. At what point did you know that you wanted to buy your home?
I turned 30, and it was sort of like, I've come of age, Jenny, you must own a home. I started the journey of finding the home.
How did you do that?
Lucky enough, it's a house I was living in, and I loved it at the time. So I just approached the landlord and asked them whether they'd want to sell. And they said yes, and I started the process.
How did you handle your finances? Did you take a mortgage?
Yes, I took a mortgage. And Nancy, the journey to just shop for the mortgages was a long one enough. Like I mentioned, I'm an entrepreneur, and a lot of banks don't love us.
Yes.
And then at the time we had all these offers of mortgages at good rates, only to find that they were not targeted to the entrepreneurs.
They are targeted for the people
For
who are
the
employed.
employee, yes.
Wow.
I finally found somebody who matched what I was looking for. I was looking for a bank that wasn't asking for so much down payment in terms of my own contribution. Secondly, I was looking for a bank who understood that as an entrepreneur, the salary could change anytime, and so long as you're keeping with your premiums, you know, that should be understood. Yes.
And what about the hidden costs?
The hidden costs, Nancy, they were a shocker. First of all,
Nobody tells you about the hidden costs.
nobody tells you about the hidden costs. Their own contribution, first of all,
The 10%.
15%. 15%. Actually, it's not 15%. It depends on how much you qualify. Yes. So it can even be 30%. Mine was 30%.
Wow.
Yes. And what you don't know is that 30% is first of all deposited with the bank before they can now consider you.
Before they talk to you.
Before they talk to me. Yes.
Wow.
They say to me, bring proof that you have actually paid this money to our bank or to that client. Then we are talking about the difference.
So how did you handle that?
Fortunately, I had one or two things I could liquidate. So I sold a piece of land here and shares here and got that going.
So after paying the deposit, what next?
Paying the deposit, the process began with the bank. It was going to be a year until the money was disbursed. Yes, a year.
The house will be sold.
Thank God I was living in there. But the catch is I'm still paying rent. So
And
I'm paying
you've already
rent.
paid your 30%.
Yes, plus other fees. There's a lawyer here, there's evaluation here, insurance here. And for a moment I couldn't breathe. I was like, is it really worth it? When you do the math,
It didn't make sense.
it doesn't make sense. I'll be better off just paying rent. But then I'm in Kenya. Owning homes has a status to go with it.
Yes. So eventually you went through, after a year, you got your house.
Yes, I got my house.
My advice to anybody who would want to go into real estate is that ensure that you do it the right way. Do it the clean way, clean business, no shortcuts, all right? Get good lawyers, get good agents, ensure that you know everything in terms of the drainage of the area, the environment of the area, the people around the area. You do not need to assume anything, because that is what could come and bite you, right? So ensure that you do it the clean way, the right way.
It feels good when you are in a place of your own. Yes. You're not fearing somebody will be knocking at your door to ask for rent. Because eventually, as much as you strain, you will own this property. Unlike when you're paying rent. Take, for example, the young people You may start off by paying rent of about 10,000 in a place which is near the CBD. But if you sacrificed and lived maybe somewhere a little further, where you're paying mortgage, depending on your age, you may get a mortgage of about the same or just slightly above. You would own a house of your own. And from there, maybe you can sell it off to get another one, or you never know what fate holds. You can move on and buy another one. So I would encourage, especially the young people, those who are still starting life, if you are able to, look at ways of owning property. It's a way of getting away from enslavement, getting away from, young people are used to looking at one another's life and saying, this is the kind of life I would like to lead. But if you think of where you will be 10 years from now, that place you think is very far, is very expensive, will not be what you are thinking today.
This segment is where we share stories and advice on how to get you started onto the property ladder. What's your story? Give us a call and we'll be glad to share your experience. Finally, other investment opportunities available at First Avenue, the Property Gallery.
My home, my life is what defines Mivida Homes at Garden City. These apartments are meticulously designed by international and local consultants to offer comfort. Construction is ongoing for Phase 1, which comprises of 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments and is 70% complete. The residents will enjoy a spacious living area and dining room with a sliding door leading to a balcony area, a fully fitted kitchen with a door leading to adobe area and pantry area, common cloakroom for visitors and guests, an ensuite master bedroom, and an ensuite DSQ. Shared outdoor amenities will include 24/7 manned gate with a perimeter wall, CCTV surveillance camera, intercom system in each apartment, a kids' play area, an adults and children's swimming pool, a clubhouse with a roof terrace, 300-meter long jogging track, barbecue areas, gym and fitness studio, multi-purpose sport court, borehole water supply, and a backup generator for the common areas. This development is in close proximity to schools, hospital and shopping centers. Tulsi Views offers a serene, secure and peaceful environment to live in. The first phase, comprising of 28 units, is nearly complete and occupancy is set for October 2021. Well, guess what? If you missed out on the first phase, you definitely don't want to miss out on this. Phase 2 of Tulsi Views will consist of 43 3 and 4 bedroom villas. The homeowners will enjoy a covered entry porch, a spacious lounge area with a fireplace, an open-plan fully fitted kitchen with high-end appliances from Bosch, a door leading to an ensuite DSQ, large windows for natural lighting, high ceilings and an ensuite bedroom fitted with wardrobes and laminate floors. The common amenities will include a guardhouse and security gate per cluster and in the main Tulsi Views entrance. A galvanized clear view steel fencing on the perimeter of Tulsi Views. A clubhouse with a children's play area, landscaped cluster courtyards, private garden space in each villa, paved footpaths and 6.8 kilometers jogging track, street lighting, street-level visitors parking, provisions for ICT and cable TV, sewage treatment plants, borehole water supply, schools, hospital and shopping center will be in the vicinity, backup generator for common areas. The homes are set in an excellent location with great views. With value for money, these homes will sit on approximately 1/8 and 1/4 acre plots, respectively, with a price ranging from 23.5 million to 37 million Kenya shillings. The lifestyle here will be equivalent to none. The environment makes this location truly enviable, as it is designed to help you reach your entire essential and lifestyle services. Conveniently situated in Nairobi's Upper Hill area, this iconic skyscraper will consist of 44 high-end residential apartments, which include studio apartments, 1- and 2-bedroom apartments, and 3 types of 4-bedroom penthouses, providing epitome of finesse. 88 Nairobi will be one of its kind, for it is designed to meet the latest trends in the city. Accommodation features will include a spacious lounge area, a dining area, a fully fitted kitchen, large windows for natural lighting, master ensuite with a door leading to a balcony. Each unit will have a smart home technology with a dedicated Wi-Fi. Shared commodities will include a 24-hour reception, a manned security at the entrance, CCTV two-way video intercom link to lobby concierge, a fully equipped gym and spa, a 21-meter heated swimming pool on the 34th floor with a sun deck, ample parking for homeowners and guests, 7 high-speed lifts, a borehole, water supply and adequate water storage system. Located in Kilaleshwa off Kagundo Road, Siaya Park Apartments are modern 1- and 2-bedroom apartments, boasting of its high-end finishes. These units sit few kilometers from the CBD, leaving a backdrop of a beautiful city. Accommodation features: spacious living area fitted with large windows that allow in natural light, provision of a dining area that can fit 6 or more people, an open-plan kitchen fitted with granite countertops, providing a convenient workstation, a pantry area that has more extra storage. The master bedroom for the 2-bedroom apartment is en suite, while the other bedroom shares the common cloakroom. The flooring is ceramic with a woody look and gypsum ceiling fitted with LED lights. The common amenities will include 24/7 manned gate with electric fence, CCTV surveillance in common areas, video intercom with a chip access card, ample parking for the residents plus guests, children's play area, swimming pool, solar water heating, backup generator, 2 high-speed lifts, fully equipped gym, and a borehole. This development is in close proximity to schools, shopping centers, hospitals, and other recreational facilities.
looking for an apartment, standalone house, or you have a plot you'd like to turn into a dream home, here at the Property Show, we have a rich portfolio. Visit our offices or give us a call and let's begin this exciting venture together. Thank you for watching The Property Show, bringing you a step closer to finding your dream home. Let's continue engaging on our social media handles. Till next week, thank you for keeping it Property Show. As always, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.